Okay, so this job will cover the replacement of the blower motor on an E350 2008. Here are the tools you're going to need. Basically, it's a very straightforward job. You need a Torx number 2. You're going to need a, basically a screwdriver. And for some of the back areas, it'll be nice to have a ratchet because the screwdriver is going to be too long. The actual blower motor comes packaged like this. I ended up using the original equipment manufacturer, so Bear, and this is what it looks like. This is how it's packaged when it gets delivered to you. So the first part we're going to do is we're going to remove the plastic shield here underneath the glove box compartment, and it's basically just attached with 2 screws. So one here, one here. It's a little bit difficult to record this, so I'll remove this, and then I'll remove the blower motor, and then I'll just basically show you the reverse part, which is the installation, how to get that in, but they'll give you an idea about how to do this yourself. This is the old blower fan. This is what it looks like. So what I did first is I removed the regulator from the old blower fan, and the regulator is attached with 2 screws, one here and one here, and then I basically just attached the blower fan motor connector to the regulator. It's got those 2 clips here that you got to kind of squish together to get the connector off. And now what I'm going to go ahead and do is install it. It's attached with basically just 4 screws, and I'll show you a picture in a second about how. So I'm now on the right hand side of the interior of the vehicle where the glove compartment is. So if you look underneath, this is where the blower motor goes in, and it's attached with 4 screws. It's a little bit hard to see, but what I'll go ahead and do is I'll install it, and I'll just show you where the screws are. Right, so I do have the blower fan in now. So here's where it attaches. So here's 1 screw, here's the 2nd screw, 3rd screw, and then 4th screw. So there you go, that's where it attaches. And now what we're going to do is we're going to put the cover on, and then that cover attaches with 4 screws as well, as you can see. So 1 here, 1 here, 1 down here, and 1 here. Alright, so the cover is on now. Here are the screws for the cover. So one's here, the other one is here, and then there are 2 in the back. So 1 back here, and 1 you can see over here. So the remaining part is basically connecting this connector here. Just one thing to remember with the connector, it's got this, when you're taking it off, it's got this little clip on the side. So what you'll want to do is you'll want to squeeze the back end of the connector, which is going to release the clip when you're pulling off the cable during the uninstall process. So, but this is where it connects in here. It simply goes in here, and you just push it in. There you go, and you've heard the click. So that's it. The next step we're going to do is we're going to connect this plastic shield that is underneath the blower fan. Okay, so the last part we're going to install is this plastic cover that goes underneath the blower motor. So that's basically where your feet go. So it's attached with 2 screws. One's here, the other one's here. Those are the type of screws that it's attached with. So it's Torx number 2, which everything so far was Torx number 2. So the first part we're going to do, though, remember there's a light here, so don't forget to connect the light connector to it. So look, as I go slightly in, I'm going to connect the light connector here, make sure it clicks in, and then I'm basically just going to position it back in here where it was before. Takes a little bit of jiggling. There you go. Make sure that those latches here hook up underneath, right? There you go. And then the last part we're going to do is we're going to put those 2 screws in. There you go. That's what we're just tightening this. There you go. So here's one. And here's the other one. There you go. And that completes the replacement job.